There are hidden news, which are now beginning to be revealed to the public. What will happen if two pop stars, Jungkook and Taehyung, reveal a dark secret about a place that has always been seen as a symbol of honor and discipline? Yes, this is not just a rumor. This is a reality that will shake the world, especially the military world and the entertainment industry. However, what actually happened inside the military camp where they were conscripted? Did they just follow procedures like other soldiers? Or had they come up with something bigger and more dangerous than many could have imagined? The news is now stealing the public's attention, especially after Jungkook and Taehyung are rumored to be unraveling a big secret that leads to an alleged conspiracy involving the military. What is hidden behind the food they received during the course of training? Is there really poison in this food? And how did the military react after they revealed this? At first, many doubted whether the two BTS members were really ready to face the impact of this big decision, especially considering their status as highly respected public figures whose lives are always in the spotlight. Shortly after the two began training at the military camp, word came that they had discovered irregularities in the quality and condition of the food served to them and their fellow soldiers. Foods that are supposed to be a source of energy and health actually have a bad impact on their bodies. Is it true that these foods contain harmful ingredients? If so, who is responsible for this incident? From day to day, BTS fans are increasingly worried and curious about the statements of their two idols who are now in the midst of this tension. When word leaked out about the alleged presence of harmful substances in the food provided to the soldiers, the public began to wonder, is this part of a hidden practice in the military system, or is it just a coincidence? Some suspect that the military deliberately gave the food for a specific purpose, and that Jungkook and Taehyung were the first to dare to speak out about this. In a recent exclusive interview, Jungkook revealed how shocked he and Taehyung were when they found out. "We initially thought it was part of a routine, but over time we felt something was wrong. The food we received tastes strange and gives unusual side effects to our body. We tried to talk to some colleagues, and they also felt the same way," Jungkook explained in a serious tone. What really happened to the food that was provided to them? Taehyung was not left out in talking about this. "We can't be silent if this is dangerous for us and our peers. We feel we have a responsibility to reveal what we find. No one knows for sure what's in those foods, but we feel like this could be a bigger problem than people imagine," he added. The feeling of fear and anxiety was clearly reflected on the faces of both. Their decision to speak openly made many people think, are they really ready to bear the consequences of this disclosure? The military, who are known for taking great care of their image and honor, certainly did not remain silent after this news spread. Sources close to the military revealed that they were furious at Jungkook and Taehyung's statements. "This is a very serious accusation. We will not tolerate anyone who damages our reputation, especially those who are under the auspices of the state. It's not just about these two people, but also about the security of the country," said a senior military official who declined to be named. This anger is clearly evident from the steps taken by the military to suppress the dissemination of such information. However, the strong reaction from the military actually added a lot of questions among the public. What is really hidden behind this loud statement? Is the military trying to cover up something bigger, or are they just worried that the recognition of these two famous stars will damage their image in the eyes of society? Not a few began to speculate that there was something darker to hide, and that Jungkook and Taehyung were revealing little of the larger reality. The debate intensified as some parties began to dig deeper into the food served to the soldiers. There are reports that the ingredients used in the dish come from dubious sources and do not have clear quality standards. Medical reports from some soldiers also revealed symptoms of mild poisoning after consuming the food, although the military responded emphatically that there was no real evidence linking the food to poisoning. However, is that enough to convince the public? Many observers are beginning to question the integrity of the military, especially with more and more leaked information coming to the surface. If this is true, then there is a big problem to deal with. "We can't just sit back and take this as a minor issue," said a political analyst involved in research on the issue. "If the military cannot provide an adequate explanation, this could become a major crisis that undermines public confidence in them. Not only that, Many have linked this incident to a larger conspiracy theory, with some people beginning to wonder if any particular party might have deliberately tried to poison the soldiers for some purpose. Could it be that there are forces at work behind the scenes who are trying to take advantage of this tension? Or is this just a very bad coincidence? Now, with more and more questions coming up, Jungkook and Taehyung have to deal with enormous pressure. They are facing not only angry soldiers and trying to protect their secrets, but also a society that is desperately waiting for what will happen next. Will they remain steadfast in their decision to reveal the truth, or will they retreat under pressure? We are all waiting for answers from these two stars. But one thing is for sure, the entertainment world and the military world will never be the same after this. Jungkook and Taehyung may have just started a new chapter that will change everything. Is this the beginning of a big reveal that will reveal more dark secrets? Or will it just end up as a forgotten story? We can only wait and watch this drama unfold, step by step. With the situation heating up, Jungkook and Taehyung are now the center of attention not only in the entertainment world, but also in the political and military spheres. Their every move is always monitored. Every word they say is the subject of discussion on various social media and even among high-ranking state officials. The news that the two intend to reveal more details about their experiences in the military camp, including regarding the alleged presence of harmful ingredients in food, made many wonder, are they really ready to face the consequences of these actions? Meanwhile, the military is still trying hard to reduce this problem. In several press conferences held, the military spokesman firmly stated that there was no evidence that could link the food served at the camp with the poisoning issue. They stated that the quality of the foodstuffs used already passed the strict standards set by the government, and that the existing reports could not serve as a basis for such accusations. These are very adverse allegations, and we will take legal action if necessary, said one of the top military officials speaking at the news conference. However, the answer did not manage to calm many. On the contrary, more and more speculations and conspiracy theories are emerging. Some community groups began to dig deeper into the origins of foodstuffs used by the military. Some revealed that several military foodstuff supply companies were involved in the scandal of providing materials that were not suitable for consumption. This paves the way for allegations that there are those who deliberately set aside quality standards for personal gain or even for a greater purpose. Another development. Several soldiers who had been in the same camp as Jungkook and Taehyung began to give their testimonies. One of the anonymous soldiers contacted by the investigation team claimed to have felt strange symptoms after consuming the food provided there. I feel dizzy, nauseous, and sometimes have trouble breathing. We thought it was just a side effect of the hard training, but after hearing Jungkook and Taehyung's story, I started thinking maybe there was something wrong with the food, he said in a stammering voice, afraid to reveal his identity. This statement, of course, makes things worse, because if there are many soldiers who feel the same way, then this can be a big problem that cannot be ignored.